Welcome all. Now we will see Security Council, Chapter 5 of United Nations Charter, Article 23 to 32. It is very easy to keep in mind. It is 23 to 32. Now we will see Article 23, which is the composition. The Security Council shall consist of 15 members of the United Nations, the Republic of China, France, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and the United States of America shall be its permanent members of the Security Council. The General Assembly shall elect 10 other members of the United Nations to be non-permanent members of the Security Council, due regard being specially paid in the first instance to the contribution of members of the United Nations to the maintenance of international peace and security and to the other purpose of the organization, and also to equitable geographical distribution. The non-permanent members of the Security Council shall be elected for a term of 2 years. In the first election of the non-permanent members, after the increase of membership of the Security Council from 11 members to 15 members, 2 of the 4 additional members shall be chosen for a term of 1 year. A retiring member shall not be eligible for immediate re-election. The retiring member shall not be eligible for immediate re-election. This is one of the important point. Each member of the Security Council shall have 1 representative. Now we will see the functions and powers under Article 24. In order to ensure, promote and effective action by the United Nations, its members confer on the Security Council primary responsibility for maintenance of international peace and security, and agree that in carrying out its duties under the responsibility of the Security Council, which acts on their behalf. Second, in discharging these duties, the Security Council shall act in accordance with the purpose and principle of the United Nations. The specific powers granted to the Security Council for the discharge of these duties are laid down in Chapters 6, 7, 8 and 12. The Security Council shall submit the annual and necessary special reports to the General Assembly for its consideration. Article 25 and 26. The member of the United Nations agree to accept and carry out the decisions of the Security Council in accordance with the present charter. If you see in Article 26, in order to promote the establishment and maintenance of international peace and security with the least diversion for armaments of the world's human and economic resource, the Security Council shall be responsible for formulating, with the assistance of the Military Staff Committee referred to in Article 47, which plans to be submitted to the members of the United Nations for the establishment of a system for regulation of armament. So now voting, according to Article 27, each member of Security Council shall have 1 vote. Decision of the Security Council on procedural matters shall be made by an affirmative vote of 9 members. Next, the decision of the Security Council on all other matters shall be made by an affirmative vote of 9 members, including the concurring vote of the permanent members provided in the decision under Chapter 6 under Para 3 of Article 52. A party to a dispute shall abstain from voting. Now we will see the procedure under Article 28. The Security Council shall be so organized as to be able to function continuously. Each member of the Security Council shall for the purpose be represented at all times at the seat of the organization. Second, the Security Council shall hold periodic meetings at which each of its members may, if it desires, be represented by the member of the government or by some other specially designated representative. The Security Council may hold meetings at such places other than the seat of the organization as in its judgment will best facilitate its work. Now we will see Article 30, 31 and 32. So now Article 29 says the Security Council may establish such subsidiary organ as it deems necessary for the performance of its function. Article 30 says the Security Council shall adopt its own rules of procedure, including the method of selecting its president. Under Article 31, any member of the United Nations which is not a member of the Security Council may participate without vote in the discussion of any question brought before the Security Council whenever the latter considers that the interests of that member are specially affected. Now the last provision under this Article 32. Any member of the United Nations which is not a member of the Security Council or any state which is not a member of the United Nations, if it is a party to a dispute under consideration by the Security Council, shall be invited to participate without vote in the discussion relating to the dispute. The Security Council shall lay down such conditions as it deems just for the participation of the state which is not a member of the United Nations. Thank you.